Welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Candid Meena. And we have some interesting piece of news today. Is that the man you see on the screen, uh, the Bai, Salman Khan. Now he has received some death threats, right? Like, can you believe it? So Salman Khan and a team of CBI was spotted outside his home in Galaxy Apartments on Monday, and CBI visited Salman's home after he and his father, Salim Khan, had received a threat letter. It was reported that an unsigned letter threatened Salman and Salim on Sunday. An FIR against an unknown person was filed by the Mumbai police. So I just want to know why this person is not named at this point of time. Why can't it be revealed to the public? Now, while CBI is yet to share details about the investigation, it was reported earlier in the day that the security for Salman Khan has been scaled up. According to media, Maharashtra Home Department has strengthened Salman Khan's security after the actor received the letter. And it is reported that Salim came across the letter after his morning walk. He was sitting on a bench at Bandra Bandstand, which is his routine after a morning walk when an unidentified man handed him a letter that mentioned a threat to kill Salim and Salman Khan. And this is what the officials say. Now, Salim contacted the police with the help of his security personnel, and an FIR has been registered under Section 506(2), which is criminal intimidation of the IPC at the Bandra police station. Now, the news of the threat letter comes few days after Salman's security was beefed up. His security was enhanced after gangster Lawrence Bishnoi emerged as the prime suspect in Punjabi singer Sidhu Moosewala's murder case. Salman was reportedly once on the radar of Lawrence Bishnoi. So now, what people are, I mean, what it's alluding to is that Lawrence Bishnoi may be involved in this so-called threat of which threat letter which Salman and Salim they have threatened the father and son, right? So I'll just take some of your comments. Shireen says trifecta government has the perfect excuse to take custody of Lawrence Bishnoi after the lame story of Tubelight's father getting threat letter in a park. Yes, Shireen. Wow, Lawrence तो नहीं. सीबीआई फॉर व्हाट? मुंबई पुलिस तो इनके जेब में रहती है, इनका ऑर्डर से पुलिस एक्शन लेती है. सीबीआई क्यों? नो नो, मुंबई पुलिस को बुलाए प्लीज. Yeah, maybe they should rope in Parambir Singh and Waze again. So, but see how criminal is protected by government very quickly. Khan got security, but Nupur got suspended. Yeah, this is a very important point. All these so-called superstars and very they get action done very briskly by central agencies, while certain cases, certain high, I mean, very important cases, the like SSR and Disha and Jia Khan case, they all get sidelined, and there's no action being taken. Maya, hi Maya. Funny how meme police takes immediate action when Salu is threatened, but it was blind, deaf, and dumb when SSR's father complained about his son is in danger. Absolutely, Maya. And not only that, we have seen many other cases like Disha, Jia Khan, many other cases. So Nupur says the truth that she's be suspended, but Owaisi, Rahmani, yeah, you're talking about Nupur, right? Nupur Sharma, yeah. We are coming to that piece of news, Maya. Um, Hi, Gloria. Hi, Shobha. Shobha says karma pays chulman ka paap ka gadda gaya hai. Or is so you reap. I don't know if it's a real threat. Also, I don't know if it's just to gain publicity. I don't know what is it a real threat. We don't know what exactly it is at this point of time. Uh, BJP into appeasement, absolutely, Shobha. Hi, Shriganesh. boycott Srikacha. Yeah, this is what even I think. To get into limelight, his as his son has become zero in movies. Yeah, this is even they say negative publicity is good publicity, right? Um, what an insipid joke of the year. Yeah, Arinya. Hi, Nisha. Hi, Mira. How are you? How can the great Salman Khan get threat notes? Isn't he himself connected with the D gang? That's a very good question, Ganesh. Uh, he gets a love letter in the park, and police immediately upgrade his security. But SSR's father complained about his son's life in danger, and they become, yeah, absolutely Maya. This man mowed down people on the pavement is being given so much attention by the security agencies. Absolutely lazy. He is a big entertainer, right? He can pay for the security, isn't it? People's money can be put absolutely, and it's taxpayers' money. You can always remember that. Look at Mumbai police running to make arrangements for security for Chulman. Yes, absolutely, Mira. I feel it's a publicity stunt. He wants attention. Yeah, this is even my hitch, Neelam, that it is a publicity stunt, but we'll have to wait and see. All a big publicity gimmick now that Salu's films are all flopping left, right, center, and his other brothers have their personal lives in shambles. Absolutely, Maya. Just trying to get sympathy vote. Absolutely, voice. Uh, Salman and Akshay both, yeah, criminals being treated as national heroes. Yeah, this is a very important point, Daisy, and I don't know why BJP has all of a sudden become brand ambassadors of Bollywood. Promoting their films and everything. So mother says SSR case has been allowed to die a natural death. I'll tell my children in my old age that SSR case was unsolved, just like so many others like Gulshan Kumar, Divya Bhati. Mother, I do think that in the next Maharashtra election or the next national election, I think there'll be some movement in the SSR and Disha case. As far as I'm concerned, I think there'll be movement when it's close to the next Maharashtra election or general election. This is my hitch. Uh, what is CBI doing there? Don't they have anything better to do? Yes. Why can't he afford his own security? This is a very good question, Nisha. So now coming to the next piece of news is with regards to Nupur Sharma. Now Qatar is a country which, as you remember, gave citizenship to artist MF Hussein after painting nude Hindu goddesses. And now Qatar is the same country which gets upset at alleged blasphemy against the Prophet in India. Now, Qatar is among the hardest places in the world to get to become a citizen, with even people living there for decades not eligible for citizenship. But the rules were relaxed for MF Hussein, and on 5th of June 2022, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Qatar summoned the Indian ambassador to Qatar to officially condemn the comments by BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma on the Prophet. And the statement added that the Qatar government welcomes the statement issued by BJP, distancing itself from the comments and suspending the leaders who had made comments on the Prophet. So, however, the stand of the Qatar government against blasphemy has reminded netizens of Qatar granting citizenship to India's controversial painter MF Hussein after he painted nude paintings of Hindu goddesses. Reminding people of Qatar's double standards, comedian Nitin Gupta tweeted, MF Hussein made nude paintings of Hindu goddesses. Qatar granted him citizenship. Nupur Sharma quoted, something about the Prophet about from the Hadith, and Vishwa Gurus bent over backward to appease Qatar. Now, MF Hussein was in the middle of a controversy in February 2006 when he was charged with hurting the sentiments of Hindus because of his nude paintings of Hindu gods and goddesses. He had also made one obscene painting of Bharat Mata, Mother India. As the controversy gained momentum, More and more cases were filed against him. MF Hussein, afraid of the prosecution, fled away to Qatar in 2006. In 2010, he surrendered his Indian passport and was granted citizenship of Qatar, where he went on to paint a history of Arabs as ordered by the Queen of Qatar. And so the tweets, meanwhile, the Indian embassy in Qatar has responded to this statement by Qatar's foreign ministry, confirming that the ambassador had a meeting in the foreign office in which concerns were raised with regard to some offensive tweets by individuals in India denigrating the religious personality. The tweets do not in any manner reflect the views of the government of India. These are the views of the fringe elements, the ambassador told the foreign ministry of Qatar. So, so the selection of words, what the ambassador uses, these are the views of the fringe elements. So he's alluding to BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma on her controversial remarks. So right now, I do feel that BJP is it's like it's sort of it's behaving quite strangely at the moment. It's it's doing a lot of appeasement towards a particular religion, and it's also supporting Bollywood. It's like Bollywood's they're speaking like Bollywood's brand ambassadors. Promoting Akshay Kumar's film also. So I'll just take a few comments. A central government should take action against the likes of Owaisi and other Muslim clerics for statements they make with the same alacrity they took action against Nupur Sharma. Absolutely, Meera. And, when Nupur Sharma gets death threats, she has quoted whatever it is from Hadith, like as mentioned. Now, just imagine people like Munawar Farooqi, and also MF Hussein, they literally made fun of Hindu gods and goddesses, and they literally get away with it. Why is Hindu religion being made fun of? We have seen Bollywood films making fun of Hindu religion time and time and again, right? Not only Bollywood films, but certain films in the South Indian film industry as well, like Malayalam film industry. They're making fun of Hindu traditions, right? So so Hindus have become a very soft target, as you know, and they've always been a soft target in India. And we thought that BJP, will, take a very strong stand, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I'll just take a few comments. In today's world, money can buy everything. By being threatened by a buy, what a big joke. Absolutely. Hi, Karthik, how are you? Nupur only said that what was there in the public domain. What is hullabulla about it? All those countries are harboring anti-Indians who are spreading bad news about India. Yeah, somehow I feel that this is deliberately done to create a divide among the BJP and among, to create some sort of communal divide within India. I think this is the intention from foreign elements, right? Like you have the deep state, you have a toolkit. So this could be one of the ways to sort of, create a communal divide. And, we have certain left-wing media which is supporting this. Yeah, this is a new plot to divert the SSRIN's attention from 14 June protest and show that, Rinya. BJP has gone wrong, absolutely, Neela. Very strange that CBI is outside the Galaxy apartment. Yeah, this is, I don't know why. Is it merely because of a publicity stunt which this is being done, or is there really an actual threat for Salman Khan and his father? What sort of buckling down? Is the government thinking it will get Muslim votes? Did they get any in UP elections? Yes, Maya. Do not want to, but one candle can illuminate a room full of darkness. We need a few enlightened, evolved people in politics and all other spheres. Absolutely, Daisy. People have flopped Canadian Kumar's latest film. Classic case of wrong casting. Yes, Karthik. In fact, people have seen through Akshay Kumar and his. In fact, I don't know if you have seen. Yesterday, I saw Akshay Kumar's interview on Times Now with Navika, and it seems that Navika seems to be sort of, you know, infatuated with Akshay Kumar when interviewing Akshay Kumar. It just seemed like that, she was a big fan of Akshay Kumar, and it didn't seem like an actual journalist interviewing Akshay Kumar. And in fact, there was an interesting question raised by Navika Kumar to Akshay Kumar, asking whether if the South Indian films have taken over the limelight over Bollywood, and if Bollywood has come to a standstill. And he said that there's no point in sort of dividing film industries between North and South, and everything is one film industry. This is what Akshay Kumar replied to her question. And so clearly he is avoiding the question, and he does not want to admit that Bollywood is done and dusted. So BJP is looking like the poor cousin of Congress these days. This issue, coupled with the lack of action in Kashmir Valley, shows them in poor light. Absolutely, Meera. In fact, there was a point of time, if you remember, that Article 370, uh, when Amit Shah took swift action and removed the article, and we thought that BJP is having a firm hand, and BJP is taking firm decisions. But right now, I don't know what's happening to BJP at this point of time. I'm surprised at all the news channel trying to glorify, yeah, Munawar Faruqi, as if he's a real hero. Absolutely, Shriganesh. Nupur was proved repeatedly by Rahmani in the debate on Times Now, referring to Shillong as fountain, and she retorted that the same thing is said about absolutely Maya. 8 days from the second anniversary and no justice to SSR. Unfortunately, yes, Karthik, but the only pros I can say from this movement is that Bollywood has, completely come. It is out of business, completely, and the South Indian film industry has completely taken over the entire film industry, and it's solely due to the combined effort of SSRians and the boycott Bollywood movement. So in that particular aspect, the boycott Bollywood movement has succeeded. So Times Now has compromised with Bollywood and have absolutely, because a major part of the advertisers are from Bollywood. In the advertising revenue comes from Bollywood. So maybe this is the reason, I guess. And in fact, even Republic, they don't take up any of their 9 o'clock debates, discussing anything derogatory against Bollywood. Because if you remember that before Arnab was arrested, he used to go, hammer and tongs against Bollywood, Salman Khan especially. So right now, because I believe there are many, cases against him, he's not supposed to speak on these topics. So yeah, Shreyasa says, yeah, a very diplomatic answer by Canadian Kumar. This is, I think, he is the most diplomatic, cunning, and shrewd businessman is Akshay Kumar. That he knows how to answer questions. He knows how to sort of please both the sides, whether it is Anil Musarat on one side or whether it is Amit Shah on the other side. So he knows how to, sit on a fence and oil both the sides. So uh, yeah, very sad for SSR. Not even a single charge sheet is filed, not even one custodial interrogation. What a joke. Yeah, and especially that Ria Chakravarti was not aware of the lookout notice against her, and that she didn't sort of fly for the IFA awards in Abu Dhabi, right? So it is being taken very casually. This is after a threat by Tony aside to okay. The way things are going, I am really losing hope for SSR. That doesn't mean we will stop asking for justice, but it's like hitting our head against the wall. Yeah, this is what they want. The cabal wants the public to sort of give up on the SSR and Disha case, so that and they want the public to head back to the theater by making nationalistic films, or films based on army, or all nationalist heroes. So by making nationalist films, they think that the public will forget about uh, all the bad deeds in the past, and they will come to the theater and support these Bollywood people. So nothing will happen to tube lights. So much security is given. Yeah, yes, Savitri. SSR movement is compromised. I think only SSR has to do something from. Yeah, absolutely. I think Karthik, we need some, divine justice, or we need Mahadev to do something uh, from the top, right? The center has to take stern action even against all those who spew hatred against Hindu gods and deities. Absolutely, Nisha, this is a very valid point. Why only one religion is favored and action is taken is when people make bad comments against Hindu gods. Why they are not being charged? Why is the law favoring only one particular religion? At least it seems so far, right? Did the same Qatar and Kuwait condemn Kashmir genocide or the persecution of Hindus in Pak and Bangladesh, but ready to attack India on Nupur stance? Blatant hypocrisy, absolutely, Maya. Except one truth, journalists are normal people like us and are equally starstruck like many of us. Though we have boycotted Bollywood, they may have not. Maybe Nawaka is more struck than us. I really I don't think, yeah, maybe she's starstruck, but I don't think that she is on the side of SSRians. At least Times Now is not. That they appear to be a right-wing media channel, but I really don't believe they are. Shriganesh says that her day made a joke out of Prithviraj movie. What was the joke, Ganesh? Yeah, Divided Streets of America says Mahadev is doing it. Absolutely. So I think all the SSRians should pray to, you know, their respective gods, do some sort of puja, get some sort of divine energy, and I'm sure that's, we'll see some sort of news coming forward. The central government wants to look secular, and that's why no action against those who speak against Hinduism. Uh, I don't know if this may be one of the reasons why they suspended Nupur Sharma, and also I think they want to maintain a very good relationship internationally with the Islamic countries. Maybe this is one of the reasons, I guess. Absolutely, Shreyasta. Nobody is attacking other religions. At least I have not seen anyone attacking the Sikh, Christian religions, or Jewish religion. Look at the fear of Salman's face in awards. He is so scared. Yeah, and especially Divided Streets of America. Did you see that? We have posted a video in Candemina where he is sort of where a fan approaches him and asks for his autograph, and he looks quite disturbed. And I don't know if he looks disturbed or if he's scared. The body language looks like more like he's sort of disturbed. Um, as an astrologer said recently on a YouTube channel recently, Saturn is in retrograde till October, and hence expect more dirty revelations coming up soon. Who's the astrologer, Karthik? Hi, Devi, how are you? All the historical facts in the film have been wrongly projected, Sri Ganesh. Yeah, absolutely, Ganesh. In fact, all the historical films, they are not exact depictions of the true history, right? Like whether it's Jodha Akbar, uh, and many other films, right? Like which Sanjay Leela Bansali has made in the past, uh, or some of the films, right? Um, which was a film which you had Shahid Kapoor and Ranveer Singh acting. I forgot that film. So yeah, Navika and Times Now took a U-turn long time back. I still remember the day when they accepted Ames report and they never said that SSR did not commit suicide. I was shocked, absolutely. And Neelam, if you remember, I remember clearly. I think last year they Navika apologized to Salman Khan for some sort of news report, if I remember, on that too live. I clearly remember that. I don't remember what she exactly reported, but she did apologize. So, okay, Karthik. What about justice we Hindus deserve? Any news on that from the astrologer? Okay. Yep, maybe. I support Bishnoi Lawrence. Media only took talking about threat, but what is the reason behind the threat? That's more important. Yes. Yeah. It's Padmavat. Yes. I don't know if Padmavat is also. It can be. It's not. It might not be the exact depiction of history, right? Always Bollywood glamorizes all these Mughal heroes in the past, right? So coming to the next piece of news is with regards to Mr. Kamal Haasan. If you believe it or not, Kamal Haasan has never he has been a very successful film star in the South Indian film industry. Now, according to media reports, he also faced the dark side of Bollywood. Earlier in his career, Kamal Haasan had tried to enter Bollywood industry after giving multiple hits. As it turns out, the actor gave back-to-back hit films. And a post by a user in Quora called Pradeepa Pandian revealed that during the time his movie Sadma and Sagar were released, the actor received a lot of praise and fans loved him. This caused slight inconvenience of the big actors and underworld mafias. Now, according to rumors, the huge league actors and mafias threatened the director and producers by asking them not to cast Kamal Haasan in films and restricted him from flourishing in the industry. Since then, Kamal Haasan was not featured in any Bollywood films, and he went back to the South Indian film industry. After a few years, the actor made a comeback again in Bollywood, but this time he directed his own movie, which was Chachi 420. Since then, all his South movies from Heram to Vishwarupam were getting dubbed in Hindi and released here. So it's quite interesting to see even a big film star in the South like Kamal Hassan. He also faced the brunt of Bollywood mafia at certain point of his time, right? So and then he made his own film, which was Chachi 420, and that became a big hit in Bollywood. And right now, I believe that Vikram is his latest film. Vikram has become a huge box office hit. So yeah, and yeah, absolutely, Karthik. That he is a. I'm very disappointed that Urban Naxal Kamal Hassan's Vikram is a big success. So yes, Karthik. Thanks, Shubha. Salman is looking very old and haggard. Time to switch on to character roles. Yeah, I guess he should not do any more acting, at least in my opinion. Kamal Hassan's wife, yeah, okay. Salman Khan holds criminal records, gets death threats. Criminals get threats. It happens only in India. Absolutely, Arafat. Kamal Hassan was put down by Bollywood after Ek Duje Ke Liye. No one expected that film to be such a massive success. I feel Lambu had a hand in it. Yes, even I think that Lambu has some role. So Bollywood is always threatened by real talent. Absolutely. I don't think that the acting talent that Kamal Hassan has. No one in the history of Bollywood has such talent, such as Kamal Haasan. The range of roles Kamal Haasan has played in his entire film industry, purely by his acting talent. I think Kamal Haasan is one of the best actors in the Indian film industry. But as a person, I don't know. Kamal Haasan changed spelling of his name in Hindi movies to project it as Muslim, so he has no moral compass. Absolutely, Maya. Gatharwood was threatened by Kamal Haasan's talent and success. Yeah, really, yes, Karthik. I'm amused that criminal is absolutely. I don't know if it's some sort of publicity stunt. Lambuji decimated all the new talent from coming up. And I do believe, Karthik, if you remember that Rajnikant also acted with Lambu in a very important film, and even Rajnikant was not given any big roles in the Bollywood film industry, right? Like, in spite of being a huge star in South Indian film industry. But right now, I think Madhavan has maybe sort of become somewhat successful in Bollywood by acting in certain serials, right? So coming to the next piece of news is with regards to Canadian Kumar, Akshay Kumar, and he gets trolled for crediting Indian cinema's international success to PM Narendra Modi. And Akshay Kumar is currently on a promotional spree for his film Samrat Prithviraj, and that has released all over theaters. And it also stars Manushi Chillar, and that is her debut. She was she's I think current Miss World or former Miss World, and as the actor has caught up with the film promotions, he recently caught netizens' eyes when he credited Indian cinema's international success to PM Narendra Modi. And during his latest interview, Akshay not only spoke about Indian cinema going international, but also opened up about his interview with PM Modi. And he said, all thanks to our PM who has taken us in such a huge way internationally. Things are changing for our country. Well, soon after the video, certain fans trolled Akshay. As a common man, I just wanted to ask PM Modi very simple, straight questions. It's not my work to ask about the policies. What is he doing and what not. I was honored to sit with him and talk to him. The best part about our prime minister is that he knows how to mold himself. If he's talking to me, he will mold himself towards me. If he's talking to children, he will be according to his age. The ability to mold himself is a great thing in him. Uh, so you better commenting on the videos a user wrote, you better ask PM what does he think about you. He will surely say that I think you are my chela and my big dalal. While another said common men doesn't ask such stupid questions. Why wearing wristwatch in a particular position, passing comic comments to country's PM. So at least he should ask or show some serious concern about the distress of mango people, which somehow affects the rich or super rich as well. So yeah, Kamal Hassan went and sat with farmers' agitation and support. He is also very woke. Yes, absolutely, Nisha, but calls himself a centrist. Shreyasta Samal, he is, I'm ashamed to say, an Iyengar. His actually name is Kamal Hassan. Why no splitting into Kamal Hassan? Yes. I'm more worried and tense about the guy who gave threat to Salman than anyone else. As this goon Salman will be safe. Yes, Dara. But there's a thing called divine justice or karma, whatever you call it. That that way it always will be delivered irrespective of. But it'll take some time, in my opinion. Just to get sympathy, Galaxy people were staging the drama. Yes, Seema. Rajnikant did a few films till the late 1990s. He had better success than Kamal in Bollywood, but he was never considered a big star in Hindi. Rajni mainly did films made by South Indian banners only. Okay. Yes, Shreya. How does CBI is taking out time? They have not finished the Sushant's case. Absolutely, Seema. I believe that Chandrakant Dwivedi had to shoot Prithviraj on a string budget, and AK jumped on to it only to curry favor with BJP. So, and I really don't know why, like this film is being sort of promoted with, key Bollywood people, key BJP people, supporting it like Amit Shah. And I don't know what's the need for that, absolutely. Has BJP sort of become sort of like brand ambassadors for Bollywood? I believe that Chandrakant Vedi had to shoot Prithviraj. Yes, Kamal Haasan has converted to Christian now and converting many. Kamal was only born in a family of Iyengars. His elder brother Charu Hassan is a bigger anti-Hindu than Kamal. If okay. Devi says since SSR birthday is coming up on 14, Galaxy Apartment is trying to distract. Yeah, this could be possible reason, Devi. Um, Maya, the budget for Prithvi Raj is 200 crores. So I believe the box office has earned only, say, 20 to 30 crores in 2 days, I believe. I just read the reports, and so far it has not done well, this film, at the box office at least. Now, coming to the next piece of news is, friends, if you're not checked the video on the KK, on singer KK's death, what caused his death, we have done a video in the morning, and I'll give you a link in the description on this video. So, a PIL has been filed in Calcutta High Court seeking CBI probe into singer KK's death. And the Calcutta High Court has on Monday admitted a PIL demanding a CBI probe into the death of singer KK. Advocate Ravi Shankar had appealed to Calcutta High Court demanding CBI probe in KK's death. And on Monday, the division bench of the High Court, comprising Chief Justice Prakash Srivastava and Justice Rajarshi Bharadwaj, admitted the PIL. So this is quite interesting. If we'll have any if there's a CBI investigation order into the KK mysterious death case. And yeah, Shriganesh, I have done a video in the morning. You can check it out. And I do think there's a lot of foul play as far as this particular case is concerned, because if some of the points which I don't understand is why the AC was not functioning in the auditorium. Why were 5,000 people let inside when the seating capacity is just 2,500? What were the security or the police not informed at the gates of the auditorium? Then why there was no sort of doctor? Considering that the KK has a lot of medical issues in the past or medical history, why was there no sort of paramedics at the auditorium? Then what were the and certain reports suggest that there were injury marks on his lips. So if that was true, that looks highly suspicious, right? Then why was he rushed to the hotel instead of the hospital, right? That's a very big question. So all these big questions, so all these things, it looks very highly suspicious, right? So uh, Karthik, Charu Hassan converted to Christianity. Sister Suhasini and husband Mani Ratnam are commies. Yes. Cho Ramaswamy sir said that, okay. Mismanagement says, Ila, yes, absolutely, but I do believe that it's something more than mismanagement, because certain reports which I saw suggest that he has some injury marks on his lips. That looks very highly suspicious. So more power to Sushant. Yeah, absolutely. Boycott Bollywood and don't give importance to those people. Absolutely. So coming to the next piece of news is with regards to, now, if you have seen, if you've heard of this film called Haider, which I think Shahid Kapoor acted, and this film called Haider, in which Shahid Kapoor had acted in the past. And so this was the movie Haider was a brainchild by notorious anti-India propagandist and Pakistani American Bashrat Peer. He was so influential and in depicting the one-sided view of Kashmir. So it must be surprising to know that a Kashmiri youth named Saqib Bilal Sheikh, who was featured by Bollywood director Vishal Bharadwaj in his propaganda movie Haider, turned out to be a terrorist in real life. Saqib Sheikh, who was cast by the far left movie director Vishal Bharadwaj in his movie Haider in a minor role, joined the terror group Lashkar-e-Toiba within months after featuring in the film. And 5 years after he acted in the film, Saqib Sheikh was neutralized by the security forces. In December 2018, the actor turned terrorist had gone missing from his home in August 2018, along with 14-year-old friend Mudassir Rashid Pare. So, as per the reports, Saqib Sheikh had left home after his mother asked him to go to a nearby market to get some meat for lunch. Apparently, that was the last time the family saw him. So, this is what Vishal Bharadwaj made this film, if you remember. And now that the Kashmir Files has come out and they have shown the real plight faced by Kashmiri pundits, so a lot of things are happening positively, I would say, in terms of the Kashmir Files, depicting the real plight of Kashmiri Hindus, and also Bollywood, going bankrupt due to the boycott Bollywood movement. So, hi, Sharing, how are you? Few years ago, even in the US, a lot of pop stars passed away in mysterious circumstances, and all the records made record companies millions of dollars. Yeah, this is a very interesting fact, Moonchild. I do remember a lot of film stars dying mysteriously, like Prince, George Michael, many other pop stars in the US, right? So actions are coming in their lives in very deserving ways. Why are telestars these days given hype so much they reach every international programs, awards, or any festivals held internationally? Why suddenly they are given importance? And in fact, Dara, I believe that in IFA Awards Abu Dhabi, in Noora Fateh Ali Khan had a item number performance in IFA Awards Abu Dhabi, and she had a small child star perform along with her to the same dance number, and I really thought that was really bad, right? Like it is, why do you want to involve small kids in certain dance numbers of Bollywood, right? Like that's a very impressionable age. So in Hyder film, they refer to the Martin temple as, yes, Maya. So Hindus have always been a soft target, as always in the past and even now. Many deaths he happened in Bollywood due to heart attack, but media never make episode. But when there is suspicious facts that they try to convince people, it's natural death. Absolutely, when certain outsiders or certain people, they do not toe the line of Bollywood, they are sort of eliminated very conveniently, I would say. So that's all the news for today, friends. And make sure to hit the like button if you like the video today. Share it with your friends and hit the bell icon. And we'll see you tomorrow with another show. Goodbye.